This is how to connect your domain to your Google site. So I just created this simple landing page using Google site, and ordinarily you can just share this by just copying the link. But as you can see, this link carries the Google domain, which is not very serious or professional. So you want to connect your domain so it will come with your own domain and make you look professional. So the way to do this is you want to close this and you want to come to settings. If you come to settings, you find custom domains. So this is where you put the domain that you own. So you need to own a domain and verify it before you can connect it to your Google site. To register a domain, you need a domain name registrar. I personally use Namecheap, and you can just go to Namecheap and register a domain, or you can click the link you find below this video. So I already have a domain registered, and I'm just going to put that domain right here. So this is a domain that I want to register, or I want to link to my Google site. So I'll just copy that, and I want to come back to my Google site and I want to put it right here. So you are going to get this pop-up that says the domain is not verified. So we need to first verify that we own this domain before we can connect it to our Google site. So you come here, you click on verify ownership, and it will bring you to the Google Search Console. So all you have to do here is to click on continue to verify the domain. Now it has provided us what we need to do to verify that we own this domain. So we just need to copy this and go to our domain name and create a TST record and verify that we own this domain. So you want to click on copy this, and then you want to go back to where you have your domain registered, and you want to go to the DNS. So on Namecheap, to do this, you want to select the main domain and you can click on manage. After that, you want to come to the advanced DNS. So if you are using a different registrar, you just want to find where you have your DNS and your DNS configurations and the rest. So after that, you want to come to record. As you can see, I have some records right here already. So you want to come here, click on add a new record, and this is where you create the type of record that you want to add. So we are adding a TST record as instructed by Google. So you want to come back to Google and make sure that you've copied the right thing, which is just to create a TST record and paste this. All right. So you just create a TST record, and where you have this value, you can just paste what we copied from Google site. And once that is done, you click on save changes right here, which is this small arrow, and we are going to create a new record. So as you can see, the record has been created, and you want to come back to your Google site and you want to say verify. So I could not verify it because I already have another TST record to verify my name, which is Zoho Mail. So what I can do is to delete that TST record to add this one. So I want to come back to my email, and I have the TST record here, which is this one. So I just want to delete it. So after adding it, you come here, you click on verify, and this should immediately verify your domain. So as you can see, this domain has been verified. So now we click on done, and we want to go back to our Google site to complete our connection. So we are now back in Google Sites, and the next thing we need to do is we would need to paste this name again. So you have to repaste this name, and you should get a sign like this that shows you that this domain has been verified. So you click on next to proceed to the next phase. So you actually want to host your website using Google Site. This is basically what you are trying to do. So every other CNAME that you have on the domain name, you have to remove them, because you cannot host one domain with two web hosting. So you need to have just one hosting and one domain. So what you are doing is you are using Google to host your website for free. So you want to copy this name. You want to copy this right here. And you want to go back to your domain name and add a new CNAME record. So we are now back to our record under the host record. So you want to add a new record here, and you can select the record type, which would be CNAME. So this is the record we need, CNAME record, and the target URL is what we copied from Google Site. So where we have host, you just need to add www. So I'm just going to use it in small letters. So you add www and you can find the instruction right here. So the CNAME, the value or the alias should be www. So once you've done that, you want to save this. And of course, you want to make sure that any other CNAME you have would be deleted. So once you're done, you want to come back to your Google site and you want to say done. So as you can see, our domain has been added to our Google site. So if you go back and you copy your link, it should change to your domain name. So as you can see, this is now the domain name for our Google site. So this is basically how you can add a custom domain to your Google site. So sometimes it's going to take some time before it propagates. So if you see this error, you don't have to worry. You just need to give it some time for the name to propagate.